Hey everybody, Roger here. Hope you guys are all having a great day. Just want to talk to you guys today about a subject going back to my roots about racism, segregation, separation, and all these things that we don't need in this world today. And what triggered it for me was yesterday I was at our town council meeting last night, and we had this representative who is running for Board of County Commissioners. She went ahead and spoke up during the open comment section. And again, town council, county commissioners, different branches here, but she was there nonetheless. And one of the things she said really kind of got to me. She looked at we have a panel of 7 people who sit on our town council. And all of them happen to be Caucasian. At least that's what they look like in appearance. Who knows if some of them are Spanish or whatever other demographics, but doesn't matter. The thing that she had ended up saying was, one thing I want to see more of is representation on the board. There is not a lot of representation. The representation she's referring to is diversity of skin color and ethnicity here. And to me, that is completely unimportant and completely opposite of what we need to do to be achieving unity throughout as a whole. So anyways, I was going to comment after that and I didn't, but I'm bringing it up in my video now, and I will be saying it in the next town council meeting, vocalizing my opinions on it. I've done it once before with somebody 2 months ago. There was a Native American, very smart guy. He got up on, in the public comments portion of the meeting and said, yeah, we need more representation. I'm only seeing white faces up there. I'm thinking to myself, I spoke up immediately after that and said, hey, I personally don't care about that kind of representation. This is where I'm going with this. People who think that we need representation because we're gay, straight, black, white, Mexican, animal kin, whatever, they're missing the big picture here. That's segregation. That in itself is something that should not be tolerated. I'm not even going to say tolerated. You can have your view on it, but to try to force it on the rest of the world, the rest of of your civilian population, it defeats the purpose of progress. It defeats the purpose of unity. And that's what I saw. That's all I heard yesterday when she said that remark. I don't care what your background is. You could be deerkin. You could be trans. You could be whatever. You could be transhumanism or transsexual. I don't care. You could be whatever. As long as your representation that relates to me in a public and civil manner regarding decisions and whatnot that affect me are of sound mind, are of a similar mind. And if not of similar mind, that at least we can discuss things and see what the best course of action will be. When you add anything else into that mix, you're destroying your credibility. So I just wanted to vent on that. This is just gonna kind of be a short video in regards to that. Let's stop regressing by dividing ourselves into categories like this. That's what the media is for. The media, the politicians, actors, actresses, even certain people around your community. They have been influenced by these supposed leaders. They're supposed to be our representatives, by the way, not leaders. To think that we have to make these categories. Just on my Facebook wall the other day, I saw this ad for an LGBTQ banking service. And I'm thinking to myself, all this is segregation. It's like segregation is being promoted all around these days. I think it has no place in this world. I think, like I've said many times before, we need labels for medications if people take them. And there's far too many people taking them. They treat them like candy, but that's a different story. We need labels for items, salt, pepper shakers, ingredients, different things we need labels for. We do. We can have labels for people, but only to discern differences, and that's it. differences in appearance and maybe background. That's it. When it comes to ideals, that's the important representation. Just because all the panel in my town council are all white or appear to be Caucasian does not mean that their ideals are different than mine. Granted, I definitely don't agree with them on everything they do, and I have tons of issues with a lot of the things that they pass or don't pass or move forward with or bring up. It's insane. But to outright say that you need somebody up there as a Mexican or a black person or whatever, okay, so you answered that representation part of it. Now what if those same people have completely different ideals than you? You're just defeating your own narrative there. I'm so sick of this bullshit. Anyways, I just kind of wanted to vent on that. What are your guys' thoughts? I mean, I understand that Caucasians in this country are still the majority, so yeah, especially in a smaller town, especially in my town, you're going to see a huge amount of white population versus other demographics. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And at the same time, we have somebody in our county commissioner board who is a minority as well. So, I mean, we have representation, and if you want to go that route of skin color and background, ethnicity, yeah, I guess if you want to be represented by a physical attribute, boy, your ambitions are very low. I'm going to call it out on my next town council meeting. I don't know if you guys are dealing with that bullshit in your area where people are talking about representation more. I've had 2 in a row in the last 2 months here, the same town council meetings as well. And I could give a shit. I could give a rat's ass what your skin color is, whatever. If you think like me, I appreciate it. If you don't think like me, I appreciate the fact that we can discuss our differences. What I don't appreciate is people judging based on appearance. All right, guys, that's all I got today. If you like what you heard, like, hate, subscribe, share, don't share. I do love it all. Wow, I still got that memorized. Peace out.